What's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today with another figure review. And today we are going to be reviewing the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 1962. This guy has been in circulation now for about, I want to say about a month. He's been out, some people got him, depending on where they ordered it from, because I do know Diego Doom put a review out on this guy. Stephen Toy's reviews, his review's been out for a little bit. So, kind of late to the game with this one. But I've had mine for a couple weeks now. I just haven't gotten around to reviewing it until now. I've just been busy. Other stuff been taking up my time. But yeah, no, this guy he's a really great figure. And I haven't bought an SH Monsterarts in like 2 years. So this is my first SH Monsterarts in quite a while. And but that's a whole other topic for a whole other day I can get into. But anyway, really great figure, really great box, really cool box. Definitely kind of the picture of the figure there on the front of the box definitely depicts when they're about to drop King Kong on Mount Fuji to fight Godzilla. That's kind of like what he looks like when he looks up to see the helicopter and Kong floating by the balloons and stuff. But really cool box, looks really neat, all the way around. You got the promotional prototype pictures. Almost got tongue-tied there. On the back, on the side, on the bottom, and on the top. But overall, really neat box. Just like all the other SH Monsterarts, kind of have that slash design going on and everything. But looks really cool. But enough about the box. Let's talk about the figure. SH Monsterarts Godzilla 1962. Man, this guy is great. I mean, SH Monsterarts have been like hit or miss for a while. Sometimes they'll put out a really solid figure. Sometimes the figure will be okay, but it'll have issues, or paint apps will be kind of bland, or, pieces will easily fall or break off. But this guy is really, really cool. And the reason I did pick him up is because a lot of you know Godzilla 1962 is one of my favorite designs. And I pretty much have every kind of figure from of Godzilla 1962. I got the Bandai, I got the 25 centimeter X Plus, I got the 30 centimeter X Plus, I got the gigantic series X Plus, I got this guy now. I do not have the NECA though yet. I just haven't gotten around to, going to Target and going around and shopping for him. I do believe I can find him, but I just haven't had the chance to get out and go pick him up yet. But I do plan on doing that soon, and of course, when I do, I will definitely put a review out on him as well. But for now, wow, look at that. His tail just popped off. See what I mean about SH Monsterarts? I barely did anything. That's the first time that's happened, though, so, I mean, I guess that's good. I don't know. I haven't messed around with him all that much. He's kind of just been sitting on a shelf. But, funny little backstory about this guy. Before I get into the review, I know I'm like 3 minutes, 30 seconds in, but, I pre-ordered this guy, like, last July when he was, like, announced. And with everything that's happened between now and last July, when he showed up on my doorstep, I totally forgot about him. I was like, what is this? I could have did a box day, but I forgot about it. So I guess whenever I pre-order something months and months in advance, definitely just make a note before I forget. Because I haven't been on Amazon or anything like that. So yeah, this guy definitely escaped my my memory of ordering him. But he was a nice surprise. Anyway, just to get on into this guy with paint, Godzilla 1962 by SH Monsterarts is a very nice, kind of like blackish, charcoalish gray color. He does, in the light, okay, in the sun, in any type of light that shines on him, you really can't see it here, but he does have green highlights. He does have green highlights in his body, and those look really awesome. His dorsal spikes here, kind of a light grayish on the outer, and then that same kind of darkish grayish black charcoal gray in the center. His hands on his nails for his claws, whatever, on his hands and his feet are the same as the body. And, you know, that's always been a thing of debate, you know, because in the movie, there are, you know, his nails are painted. In some shots, it's hard to say if they're painted. You know, but with this guy, 1962, I've never really cared if they've painted his claws or not, okay? It doesn't bother me on anything, whether it's X+, whether it's Bandai, SH Monsterarts, I don't care. It looks good either way if they paint them or just leave them all the same color. It doesn't bother me. Because in the movie, in some shots, you can tell that his claws are a different color, but in a lot of shots, you know, it is what it is, and you don't even notice it, and it kind of does look like this. So no complaints there. Inside of his mouth, a nice little, you know, red color. Kind of hard to see in the light. I don't have the best light going on right now, but a little nice red color. His teeth are kind of like a grayish color, same as his spines almost, a little bit darker and dirtier. His eyes stand out really well, depending on, you know, which side you're looking at. Kind of straight on too. You know, it also depends how the light is. And they're very 1962-ish. They're not too googly-eyed looking, but they look really good. They're kind of like a translucent plastic with kind of like that brownish gold in there. And then, of course, the pupil is painted on top of the translucent, though. That's the only thing I would be worried about in the future. If that paint is to rub off or scuff or anything, then you got a 1962 Godzilla that has no pupils, and then he probably would look kind of weird. But you could probably just easily dot him back on with some black paint. Nothing that's, you know, too alarming, but that's, you know, the only issue that I can see arising. Detail looks really good. Skin, scaly skin all over the place. Very 1962-ish looking. I just watched King Kong vs. Godzilla not that long ago, and man, this figure looks almost just as damn good as an X+ does. It looks great from any freaking angle. His hands look great. Again, a lot of debate about this hand. People say it's upside down, or it's on the wrong hand, or this side. Whatever. Watch the movie and look at this hand. He has that freaking deformed, whatever you want to call it, weird looking hang down finger. He has it, okay? It's not a mistake. We've been over this with X+, everything. But I always still see people commenting about it. Watch the movie. Look at that hand. He does have a pinky, whatever you want to call it, that hangs down. Okay? That is a legit thing. I'm getting sick and tired of people thinking it's a defect or their figure's messed up or something. X+ has done it. Bandai's done it. SH Monsterarts has now done it. The NECA, I don't know, because I haven't really looked at any reviews or anything of the NECA, so I couldn't tell you. But maybe the NECA has it too. Anyway. Teeth, individually sculpted. Very nicely well done. His tongue, that's in there. Very nicely well sculpted. Dorsal plates look really good. I like it. Tail, very nicely well done. All the dorsal plates, the mini ones, small ones, whatever you want to call them, on the tail, look really, really good. Even from the top of his head, he looks great. Nose, everything sculpted very beautifully. Articulation, he's an SH Monsterarts, so he's gonna have a lot of articulation. Of course, you can open and close the jaw. His tongue is even on a little ball joint or hinge thing, so you can wiggle his tongue around in there, but I don't know really the point. His head can kind of look up, down. You know, he has a ball joint there at the base of his head, then down here lower on the fat part of his neck. Arms, you can move upward, forward. He is kind of blocky, so it is kind of hard to move some of these joints. Elbow joint, wrist rotation, and kind of on a hinge. I mean, well, I think it's all on ball joints. So you're gonna get all kinds of rotations and movements and stuff out of this guy. Does have a little bit of an ab waist crunch, not really, it's kind of not a waist crunch, but yeah, definitely kind of like an ab. You really can't get a lot of movement though out of it. So don't really know what you all want to do with that, but it's not really worth trying to move around all that much because you can't get that much movement out of it. Open his mouth back up. Legs, here at the thighs, again, I haven't messed with this guy too much, so his joints are really stiff for me. You know, can kick forward and back just because of the way his skin is too. It's all rough and stuff. It really rubs against these parts, so it is kind of hard to move. His knees, very stiff, but do get a little bit of a bend. Nothing too crazy. Ankles kind of pivot, rotate, you know, here and there. Nothing too crazy. Again, he's kind of hard to move. Again, SH Monsterarts Godzillas, their tails all segmented, so you can get all kinds of movement out of them. So that looks good. Other than that, you know, articulation, I guess, is so-so. He's a really good looking figure, but articulation is limited just because of the rough part of his body. Again, mine's just really stiff, and I haven't moved him all that much. That's my fault, but at the same time, I don't mess with these guys as much. So I'm kind of glad that the joints will kind of stay stiff and they won't get like super loose, you know, quickly on me anyway. But overall, I mean, good solid figure for articulation. Paint and detail, though, is really where this guy shines. I mean, for 1962, he looks great. Accessories. He does come with his heat ray. He does come with his heat ray with the Tamashii stand. You know, it's cool. You know, he came with an accessory. You know, I get it. That, to me, that's what made SH Monsterarts figures. When they first started coming out, they were coming out with accessories, whether it be beam effects or buildings or, you know, interchangeable parts, heads, hands, whatever. You know, that's what made the figures. Not only were these great sculpted figures with crazy amounts of articulation, they came with really cool accessories. He comes with a heat ray, but it's literally a freaking resculpt of the heat ray that came with the 1964. But I'm not only disappointed in that. This heat ray, it's just white. It's just clear, translucent white. In some shots in 1962, yes, his atomic fire, whatever you want to call it, it was white. Don't get me wrong. But I think it still would have been really cool if they did like the purplish blue, or at least had shading of it in there. Because I have the 1964 beam right here. These are exactly the same beams, guys. It's exactly the same thing. But the 1964, it has those little hints of blue in there. Now, there may be not as much of it as I'd like, but it's definitely there, and you can see it. And that definitely screams Showa. And that looks cool. But this one, it's just a clear white. I wish it would have the hints of purple like they did with the blue in this one. Because, you know, Godzilla's ray's always been blue and whatnot. But in 1962, King Kong vs. Godzilla, to me, you know, when his dorsal spine's lit up and this and that, it was kind of like a violet. It looked purple. You know, it was kind of like a purplish, bluish color. You know, almost like, for those of you that know Dragon Ball Z, look at Janemba over here. You see kind of like that whitish mixed with purple. You know, not the dark purple stuff, but kind of where the white and the purple kind of border each other. That's kind of like what it looked like. That's pretty much what his heat ray looked like in 1962. It had purple. In the day shots and whatnot, yeah, sure, it was clear and whatnot. And then some shots, yes, it did look blue. But at the same time, it was kind of like a purplish blue. And especially when his spine's lit up and everything too. So I think, you know, having those little hints of purple, purplish blue, it wasn't just purple, would look cool. But we just got a rehash of the 1964 heat ray, and it's just lazily painted. To me, that's just lazy. It's just laziness. I'm glad we got an effect part, but it's just kind of laziness. I wouldn't even have cared if he came with a with a freaking rock. You know what I mean? Because rocks played a big part in 1962 King Kong vs. Godzilla. So even if he came with rock or a bunch of rocks, I wouldn't have cared. It would have been cool. It would have been different. So, but whatever. Just got a rehash. And again, that's why I haven't bought an SH Monsterarts in almost 2 years, is because whatever they do come out with is either a repaint, resculpt, whatever of the same thing that they just came out with not that long ago. So, I think it's only a matter of time before we see a reissue of this guy, and he comes with rocks, or he comes with tanks, or buildings, or an iceberg. Bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean? Or a submarine. I don't know. I could see the iceberg bit. I could see them, maybe him coming out with an iceberg base thing. You know what I mean? I just gave them an idea if they watch this video. So, whatever. If we don't see a reissue, then I'm wrong. But with SH Monsterarts' track record, it's usually a reissue of some type that has a different accessory, or it's painted differently, or they'll do a heat ray and they'll add the purplish blue. I don't know. SH Monsterarts just pisses me off sometimes. Anyway, size comparison. Here is the 1964, emergence version Godzilla. Man, he's way smaller. This guy is like, kind of back to normal size, but yeah, definitely a size difference there between these Godzillas. But I guess it works. I don't know what's accurate anymore. I don't care about these guys because I don't really do the stop motion, so I don't care about perfect scaling or Godzilla's supposed to be the same size in the Showa era, or this or that, or I don't really care about that because I don't make accurate movies, so I don't have to worry about people saying, he really wasn't that big compared to Godzilla, or Godzilla wasn't that small or big compared to that guy, so your movie or little video you did sucks. I don't care about that. So, but anyway, here he is scaled with the 1964. Big difference. This guy is still the runt of the SH Monsterarts line. Here he is with the SH Monsterarts lights, music, and sound. He doesn't even fit in the freaking camera. Raise this up just a bit. There we go. There is the comparison with the lights, sound, and music SH Monsterarts Godzilla 1989. A very much bigger, tall figure. But, look good. I have heard rumors of the SH Monsterarts light, sound, and music Shin Godzilla. Hopefully we get that soon. I have heard rumors of it. I don't know if it is coming out, but I kind of hope it does because I really like that figure. This guy is awesome, amazing, still one of my most favorite figures in my collection. He's awesome. The lights, the sounds, the music gimmicks, and all that stuff, really cool. It's like the ultimate Godzilla figure. And here he is scaled with a Tamashii Pacific Rim figure. Looks good, a little bit bigger than him, but I could see these two maybe, hashing it out. I don't know. So he scales in well, He's not too big, he's not too small. I think he scales in well with anything else that you're going to have SH Monsterarts wise. So anyway, man, we're running almost 20 minutes. For this video. Man, it's a long review. I haven't had a review like this since, I guess, my Power Rangers review. That thing was long. I had to split that thing into 3 parts. Anyway, great figure. I definitely plan on picking up the NECA soon. Anyway, and I still got to do my model kit Super X. I still got to do a review on that. I just got to put the decals on it. It's literally finished. But anyway, you guys, I'm just going to cut it off here. That's pretty much it. Covered everything. Hope you guys enjoyed my review on the SH Monsterarts Godzilla in 1962. Like always, please comment, like, and subscribe. Check out Godzilla Fan Freaks on Facebook. Give the Facebook page a like. And like always, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.